see someone said something, but I'm dumb and didn't move the chat thing. There we go. Hello. Hello, depressed scream typed with mostly leet. Oof, that's a feel. Ooh. It's starting to fall. Why is my stream offline? Shouldn't be. It's working for me, because you are now live. Yeah. Just got out of the shower. So stuffed up a little bit. From the steam. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh! Yeah, that's the stuff. So does it fit? I will show you in a second, but right now I just have to show off because that's the support material. That's the bottom of the print. Yeah, that's good shit. That's tasty. So, I've been doing a lot of printing. Not quite running at maximum capacity, but close. And I need to glue this battery door together, but it's not focusing. But yes, it does fit, and on the first try, no less. I am pretty goddamn proud. It's not focusing because it's being an asshole, and it's not glued on, so I have to hold it. Ah, there we go. Focused. Join a stream and see puns. No puns. Did I make an accidental pun? Did I already forget the pun? But yes, rough print right here. I'm gonna try and shoulder it even though the battery door is not assembled. It's just kind of sitting there. But that horrible crackling noise is, as I mentioned, the battery door collapsing in on itself. Please tell me you're bringing those to Endor. I'll absolutely throw money at you for one of those. May I please buy one, making a Raven to look like a huge dart? I will be bringing whatever I have to Endor. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to print any extras. So, this one has a home. It is spoken for. And what I could do, Spectre, because I know you, and I know that you won't bitch, and if you do bitch, I can say I warned you beforehand, is, this one has a slight imperfection here. Come on. Yeah. So I might be able to sell you this one. Maybe. If you'd be up for that, I could sell you something imperfect. But I mean, you asked first, and also I know you. So maybe. But it also wouldn't be super cheap either. So, let's say you get first crack at it if I have a spare, but, and I mean, like, if you were gonna fuck with this, you could gap fill that. Like, it's, I mean, it does clamshell there, but you could put a little bit of material in there to fill up that gap. Up to you. I'll see if I have an extra and bring it along, because, yeah, a bunch of people have expressed interest in this. Yeah, but this is more or less what it looks like, completed in my hand. Came out pretty good. However, I thought it looked a bit bulky. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but on the last stream, I said something along the lines of, I could take about 10 millimeters off, and it wouldn't make any difference to the function of the thing. It would just physically make it a little smaller. So I did that. So I don't know if you can see the difference, but this one is just a little shorter. So it's a little less, well, it's just a little less, really. There. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so it's hard to align without both halves. I have the other side of this printing right now. But yeah, this is a little less bulky for the Rayven. I think that's gonna be okay. But what we're here to do today, as many of you have noticed and pointed out, is I chopped off the top handle here. And I did this a while ago. So what I'm gonna do is fill this weird, awkward space here. Stock of the Rayven is way too small to be useful to most. Yes, it is quite long though. Like even the short one is quite long. Like if I line this up, like you're looking at, this is really a pain in the ass to maneuver. This one isn't glued together because I'm going to sand and finish it before I slap it on. But you're looking at like this sort of thing, right? And then if I pull that off, like you're gaining like a solid, what, inch and a half? Oh, that's at least, I don't do metric, that's like 75 millimeters on the rear with the short one. So 85 added to the stock with the long one. But I was actually more referring to like the actual size of the thing. Like it's fairly narrow up at the front. Like, and especially if you ignore this motor hump here, it's really small and thin, and then it's got this big chunky stock on the back. So I'm not a super big fan of that. So for something like this, which has more up front, it's a little juicier up front. This, and I lost the battery door. This works better, right? This is actually what I designed this stock for. Like I designed it for this blaster. But that looks a little better, right? Even the larger one looks right. Oof. Okay, I got this thing. Yeah. I'm just... crap. I was gonna, like, link this live stream to my Discord, but I don't even know where they keep the link here. Interestingly, I was not aware that I didn't know you could do like private live streams. What is the point of a private live stream if only you can watch it? I guess like if you're just testing. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you watch, I don't know if this is spoilers or not, because I don't know if it's come out yet, but I was on the latest Detroit Dart Talk podcast, and, actually, I didn't talk about that really much at all. However, Mr. Nathan, who fucking loves that integration, talked about it a lot. So that one is called, Downpour. That's what this integration is. There we go. Alright. Not sure if you missed it, but I'll take the imperfect one. No bitching guaranteed. Alright. If it ends up working out that way, then sure. I might end up reprinting this entire thing, so you could end up with this one. Because really it's that, or it just, you know, gets put in a bin and forgotten for 3 years and then gets chucked in the trash. So, I'm happy to give it to somebody who's gonna make use of it. I'm also probably not gonna be selling these because it's a huge pain in the ass to print. Like, this is, so each of the black pieces here is a 6-hour print. The 2 battery doors are, like, the 2 battery door halves are each an hour. And then the main body is, like, an 8 or maybe 9-hour print. Might be a bit less than that. It might only be, like, 7 or 8. But, yeah. Interestingly, I have one of the best Stravens in my possession right now, actually. I've got Mr. Nathan's Straven over there. So the Biggs doesn't have Rayven parts on his Etsy anymore. He should. I mean, he might not have the molds made right now, but he'll probably be making them again, I suspect. Because I really like the clear. Now, unfortunately, God, I hate how uncomfortable this stock is now. I'm not gonna have time to upgrade Gavin. It's just how it is, unfortunately. So I won't be using one of these at End War. But meh. It sucks, but whatever. I'm not listed at the moment. Yep. So, what we're going to be doing today is designing a piece to fill in this section here, as well as a top rail for it, like a Picatinny. Now, I did have a modular piece of Picatinny. So how do you cut the Rayven shell to fit the rapid strike pusher? Like so. Actually, I need to do more on the rear side here, but this is what it looks like on the front side. There. So there's a lot of shell cutting, which is probably another reason why I'm not going to sell it, because it's not, like, if I sold it, I would have a whole bunch of people who purchased it and then came to me. I know, the autofocus on this camera is fuck awful. But if I sold this, I would have a whole bunch of people that come to me and are like, I didn't know it involved shell cutting, no matter how many times I put that in the product description and, like, show that you, like, Pretty sure Gavin Fuzzy still gets people for his mag release that are like, you have to cut open the shell. It's like, no, it just phases through it. Like, what the fuck do you think it... God damn it. But, yeah. So, yeah, I probably won't ever be selling this. And also because I don't have the capacity. But I do make exceptions, and I do sell things at events like, PhoneCon and, Ragnarok. So, if you really want one, you might get lucky. Yeah. Don't be a child. Eat your veggies. Although saying that, I'm really glad that Milo isn't in the bathroom because he's convinced that I don't like vegetables. And it's just that I don't like when you take vegetables and boil them or steam them. I bet you will, Cat. AccuStrike Rayven. Yeah. I mean, I would buy one because, I don't know, I have a Rayven fetish or something. I'm gonna screw these together before we get started. That was a really good guess. I just picked a random screwdriver out and it was the right one. So let's drop that in. Like so. I ordered 1,000 Nerf screws today. AccuStrike Rayven would just be a Raven in orange. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. No question. That's exactly what Hasbro would do. They are so goddamn lazy. It'd look gear up. That's a selling point for many right there. Yeah, pretty much. I'd treat it more of like a collector's thing. Probably wouldn't do much to it. But like, I have a Stinger. I don't really do much with it. Okay, that is a lot better. Actually might be perfect. The way that traditional Indian food does veggies, that's good shit. Like, not to bag on white people, but holy shit, white people don't know how to cook. No, I'm fine ending my sentence there. Alice, you look like you just went through a growth spurt. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Razor. They are kind of ugly, but they're rare. Raw peas are the best vegetable for sure. Like in the pod, I'd buy that. Not like frozen peas though. They get pasty and nasty. There's the shorter stock, partially assembled. I've actually got the other side on the printer right now. As it is, it's taking me 2 days to get one of these stocks out, so I'm sure if I like woke up early and started the prints and whatever, I could probably get one a day, but I also only trust 2 of my, 2 of my printers right now, unfortunately. But for those that weren't here earlier, I've been tuning my support settings, and that's what the support looks like. And actually, hold on, I'll get the matching piece from the trash. Yeah, so that's how the support... Come on. Holy shit. There we go. So this is how the support was in there. It came out looking like so. Hair on it. Fuck you! Autofocus garbage. Yeah, that's how the support material came out. And this is the inside surface. It's perfect. Like, there's like a little bit of droopage, but it's so minimal. Have you ever used PVA supports? No, I don't care. The print quality isn't that great. It's alright, but it's mostly because the camera is so blown out. If you're coming to Endwar, you can come and take a look. Or something. Whatever. Doomlands and Rebel over. Maybe. Yeah, Rebel is pretty dead. But Doomlands probably, but maybe not. It's been a while. How did I do it on this bad boy over here? Yeah, okay, so I went to that line. Woof. That could have been better. Damn, I did a lot of gap filling on this. The problem is, or I guess, so the way that I do gap filling is, first of all, I make sure that the gaps are so small that you can just bridge that. And then I use CA glue and just build up that. And now there's no, like, I'm not catching anywhere. The surface is a little rough because it's sanded, but that means that it's clear, which is really good for something like the Gaven where I want it to be clear. But it also means that if it's something that I'm going to be painting and I have huge gaps filling, that I don't, like, I can't tell that it's filled unless I do a skim coat over it, and that's kind of annoying. It's a benefit and a downfall. Better finished product, but a little more difficult to get there, I guess. I still want to release 1 or 2 things they designed. I want to pad up their lineup. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So, let's swap over to here. So, I'm really torn whether or not I want to just take my cut line down here and then back, or if I want to, like, try and build something up here. I think going here down and then back is the best way to go. That was pretty funny, Razor. God. The only thing worse than a Rayven stock is cutting the stock off the Rayven. Although, to be fair, despite the fact that it's so short, I actually think it's more comfortable than the stock Rayven stock. Because the stock Rayven stock has those, like, weird bulges just jab into either side of your shoulder. arm bones. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Oh, they're not going to make another Titan, because they've already got a Titan on the way, and it's entirely different. I mean, I guess they could rename it, but... What failed was the Alien Menace line. Good point. 2 blasters. The fuck am I doing? Alright, let's tear this apart. So I think an Endor Rayven is on the cards now. Grab an Endor containment cage, 43mm, set of Infernos, Fang revamps. Yeah. A 50-round drum for your Stampede, like you were promised. What the fuck am I doing with my life? God. Yeah. I don't know if I want to start at this with a hacksaw or if I want to go straight to the... This is curious. I'm just impressed that they made it feed decently. It's the real feat. Full auto Raven with a Honey Badger pusher will be hilarious. Correct. Alright, I'm gonna get my saw. I don't know where I put it. Probably over here. But hey, what the fuck do I know? Oh, is that? Yep, there it is. Saw that coming. Yeah, I know. Alright, so let's swap back over to our camera. Out of focus, and you can see all the crap on the ground. Hold on. That's it. This is no longer a raven. It is a rave. Physically remove the end fire. Come on. I'm trying to back the saw out now, and it's just... Usually scroll saw with a little extra, then finish it up with a file. I don't have a scroll saw, so I have a bandsaw, which is faster, but I don't trust myself as much on it. When it comes to accuracy, I'm actually pretty decent with it when it comes to, you know, safety, but... Then again, I'm also pretty shite with this saw, so maybe I should just shut my goddamn mouth. Fuck it, I don't care about messing this part up. I'm gonna attack it with flush cuts. And then... Well, that's fucking gone now. That's a good name. That's a fantastic name at a treat. Come on. Hey, you bitch ass. There we go. As soon as I get enough of this little nameplate off that it just says rave, I am definitely taking a picture for Instagram. Because I want to remember the rave. This raven actually has a name, and it's spoken for. And I probably won't be making that many ravens after this. Maybe I have ideas for another 2 or 3 or something. But, yeah. I actually think that landed in the garbage can. Take down this. Rave. Is this the Transistor soundtrack? Yes, good guess. Jesus Christ, what? It's my mom's dog. My mom has learned to use Snapchat, and it's horrific. I mean, I don't mind seeing her dog. It's really cute, but... God. I didn't even add her. It just, for some reason, she was able to add me in a way that I didn't have a choice about it, and so I would have had to actively remove her. And I'm like, definitely not gonna do that to my mother. Her dog's name is McDuff, which is bizarre if you ask me, but... Alright, let's see if we can get back in there with the saw now that we've taken out a good chunk of material. I think I just heard the telltale sign of a part finishing. Hold on. I did. I will go get that in, basically once the bed has cooled down. I don't want to warp it getting it off the bed. Fuck. What printers are you running? Currently I'm running CR10s. CR10Ss, to be fair, but whatever. I like the chassis on them, and the rest of it is easily upgradable, so, I mean, really, that's true of all printers, but not the I like the chassis part. I'm not a big fan of the linear rods and stuff. It's not my jam. God, this is an awful position. It's just, come on. It's just... What I really need is I need to get a spare soldering iron and then mod it into a hot knife. Or I could just buy a hot knife, I guess, but I have a feeling those are more expensive. Fuck, an ultrasonic knife would be the bomb, but... Ah! Fuck. Armads, I'm assuming you've got a booth at End War, right? I have no idea. I've got half a booth this year, so I just have no idea who I'm sharing it with. Probably the hooligans. I don't know if they even exist anymore, to be honest. Come on. God, I'm just gonna be nibbling at this for the next, like, 20 minutes. Sorely tempted to just... I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I destroy the whole thing. Oh my god. This just decimates the plastic. Holy shit. Okay, well, works better than expected. Just remove the bulk of it this way. Oof! Jesus, these things are deadly. Oh, yeah, thanks for stopping by, actually. Okay, let's put some little nicks in here. And then we just murderize this entire segment. Hope it doesn't crack the rest of the shell. Oh dear God. I have too much power. I do have a few end strike Ravens, actually. Yeah. One of them modified, one of them not. Actually, I think two of them modified, one of them not. Whatever. I don't remember. God, these things are horrific. They just eat plastic. This is nuts. Like, no second chances. Holy fuck. They can de-joint bones. Not shocked. Come on. Okay, how the fuck am I gonna... Alright, let's go back to our saw. And zip it down this side. You guys still can't see that. Fork. Boom, nailed it. The email just said a table, so not sure if it's half like last year or not. I think my email said half a table, so. Come on. Fuck. That's not good. Through? Almost. There we go. Now we are. Yeah, okay, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright, fine. I don't know if it's real. Welcome. During his last live stream, mentioned that coming Black Friday, Hasbro is releasing some transparent black blasters. One of them is the Strife. If Wellcome said it, it's got some merit, but otherwise that sounds like some bullshit. Come on. Oh, Jesus. These things are monsters. Holy balls. I would have concerns, like, my doubt comes from, yeah, the color black. Are we sure it wasn't Wellcome saying, gee whiz, it sure would be cool if? Or maybe Wellcome saying, Worker is going to be releasing a black swordfish that is basically a Strife? Or... because, yeah, I have some real doubts about Hasbro releasing black blasters. I mean, the reason for the XD line was specifically so that they could make brighter colored blasters. They didn't change anything. The range claims are bullshit. And they made everything, instead of going from like a nice dark blue, it went to orange, right? And I guess it also meant they got to sell upgraded versions of, or updated versions, sorry, of old shit, but black swordfish, red LED work, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, you could do that right now, though. If that's what you wanted, you could take the clear swordfish and then either dye the shell or dust it with translucent black. And that's a piece of plastic on the floor that I'm going to step on later and hurt myself. Yay! See a clear Strife with some minor tinting. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be possible. That'd be cool. I don't know what stuff they would put out, but if they were good, I'd consider buying some. Never dyed a transparent shell. Yeah, I mean, it's... you can dye them, or you can just dust them with, like, translucent Tamiya paint. like stuff designed for car bodies, like RC car bodies. It's actually really, really similar to vinyl and fabric. Like, it smells the same, it goes on the same, it acts the same. It might well be the same. And we're almost there. And they won't go any deeper, so we have to take another snip out. Come on. Fuck. God damn it. This piece just won't cooperate. There we go. Alright. This gives us a much better situation to work off of. I'm gonna take an Instagram picture because my eyeballs. Why are they doing this to me? No! Why? I sneezed, and it just didn't. Alright, let's come back in with the schnips. And I definitely cut that at an angle. And I can't put material back. Whatever. There we go. And then come back to here. And let's take off a little more. Back here. There we go. Hello. There we go. Dropping stuff between the thighs. Why? This wasn't supposed to be a shell work live stream, just for the record. I'm just underestimated the amount of time this would take. Whatever. Finishing it up with a file. I'm gonna gut the Titan and put a Rapid Strike in it. I thought it was already a Rapid Strike, or are they using a stupid Hyperfire Pusher? Of course they're using a stupid Hyperfire Pusher. Why did I even ask? Of course I chose a black dress to do this. Alright, we're gonna loosely call that. Luckily, it's the same angle front and back, so we can sort of disguise the transition between the two. Like I can just pull this entire line back to here. That won't be difficult. Yeah, I can't get my stupid snips in there. Where am I? Trying to think of a name for this that is appropriate. Okay, well that's going to require some filing because I fucked it up. Alright. Alright. That could be better, but it also could be a lot worse. I swear, officer, it's just Nerf dust, not fucking cocaine everywhere. Holy shit. Alright, we probably won't get to Fbow stuff on this stream, but we'll see. Alright, whatever. Lol. I like the crew auxiliary, I respect the crew auxiliary, but also I do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, okay. Alright. Boom. Some speedy shell work. Alright. An hour of hot gossip and shell cutting later. I'm actually ready to start modeling this bullshit now. Nope, it's gotta go the other way. And even then we might have a problem. Okay. I have to be honest, I always get confused about which part of the caliper is attached to where. Been using this tool for how many years now? I still don't. It just should be intuitive and it's not. What is that? 23.5. But in reality, it's more like... What is that? Like 24? 20? 23? No, 120. Fuck, this is annoying. $124 is the answer to our question, and if it's not quite right, we can always hit it with a hand file. Okay, so the distance between here and here is 124. Please God, no one let me forget that. Holy balls. Okay, let's swap over to our... Oh, that was a fun sound. For some reason, I keep getting bubble wrap caught under my wheels. So, let's look at this from the front, I guess. And then what we need to do is figure out eyeballs. Why is my body not happy today? Okay. So, how am I going to measure this? That might work. I wish I had a second pair of calipers to measure this pair of calipers. Because, like, the offset in the jaws really throws me off sometimes. And if I could use that to measure as like a known measure point, it would make my life so much easier. Alternately just calipers with longer jaws, I guess, but... God damn it. This is a huge pain in my ass. Alright, we're gonna say that's 12. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but it's as close as we're gonna get. Okay, so this slope is 12 over 24, so that's 22.5 degrees. Okay, that makes things easy. That's just like a flat 1/4. Bring your calipers to Andor and I'll bring mine. Okay, so I'm happy to believe that that's a nice even number. So let's go from the front. And then... right, I have to measure the height here. Interestingly, it's also 12. But the question is, do I want to take it down that much, or do I want to go 11 and a half? And I think the answer is, I want to go 11 and a half. Although, why are my eyes being a bitch? God. Allergies, maybe. So what's this distance here? It's like 18.5. Yeah. Okay, so let's go out 18.5. Okay, we want to go up 12. Out 18.5. Down like so. And then, so this, we're going down 12, so then we want to go out 6. So there. Am I dumb? That's 6. So I follow that down. That's 12. Why is that 116.6? 45 divided by 2 is 22.5, right? Okay, 6.5, so let me go back. Am I losing my entire goddamn mind? Someone explain basic math to me. What the fuck? Okay, so... what is this? Okay, that's 12. And this is 6. Am I dumb? What the fuck? Is this... I must have taken stupid pills this morning, because this is not making sense to me. This is 24.5, which lines up with my... I don't... Okay. Okay, so 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. What? That's 45 degrees. Oh. Right. Okay. Slope does not directly translate to degrees. Right. Okay. So this slope of 1 to 2 does not translate the same way it would be for 45. Okay. That makes sense. Just had to visualize it. Okay. So then we want to extend that 124 millimeters. So that's our general shape. I'm gonna throw like a... So the slope of this angle, hold on, let me do this and then I'll try and explain. It's like a 0.5. So, the slope here, right? So our rise over run is 1 unit, or is 2 units over 1 unit, right? That gets us that angle, right? So it was 24 to 6. 6 out, 24 up. So my brain's thought was that that is half the angle between 45, because it's double the height for the run, but that's not how that works at all. It's just that my brain needed to look at it to process that. Like, I needed to see the 45-degree angle there to understand that. Just a brain fart. Thing on my screen. Yeah. And that's really obvious now that I look at it, because if you go here, that's not half the... if you double that, right? So if you double it again... Actually, that does look shockingly similar to half the angle. There to there is 12.5, and to there is 14. So it's still not half, but I imagine it will approach half as you double it more and more. It will approach half. So let's double that. So we want to go 4 more units here. And then this is going to be even closer to half. Between here, 6.9 and 7.1. Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, it does approach 90, but that's not what we were talking about. There we go. So there is our main sort of body of this filler piece. I really don't think there's a lot to do on it. I probably want to throw a screw port at the back, but it's pretty well supported. There's a screw port here and here at the front, so it doesn't really matter that much. Like, I do want to throw one here because that'll help hold the cage in, but otherwise, meh. Like, I mean, I guess I could put one here, but it would look a little redundant. And there's nothing that's going to be in the way here, so meh. Ah. Fucking eyeballs. My god. Pythagoras would approve of your investigation. Yeah, pretty much. Oh. Hello, Athaxis, if you're still here and not currently switching an account. 1.5. Nailed it. What did I do to deserve these eyeballs? Wait, Alice, are you going to end war? Yeah. Oh shit. What was the math there? Damn, I nailed that. Eight, 5, and then 2.8 is what we're going with for screw diameter at this point, and then we want to throw in a 6. So, damn, I'm getting really good at doing these screw bosses. So, we extrude to object. Yep. -2. Oh. I lied. First thing I'm gonna do is... Hello, please. Punch that out. And then we want to take these and go -2. And then I want to go back in time and not be stupid. And then mirror this body along there. And then we can zoom forward and we've got our piece back. And then we can literally just take these two and extrude two objects. Boom. Hello. What, hello? And then join. Hello? Excuse me. Fuck face. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna try this again, because that super duper didn't work. It just would not let me hit enter. Two objects, like so. Thank you, okay. Alright. And then let's go. And then we're gonna trim here and here. And then 1.5, and then flip direction. This is almost done, just for the record. We are gonna do something so I do want a rail on the top. Whatever. Thanks for stopping by, Spectre, and if I've got a spare stock, I'll make sure that you're the first to, you know, throw your hat in the pool or whatever. Oh god. You're asking me to choose music? Alright, yeah, check out the band This Will Destroy You. It's great driving music. It's, weirdly, I found it, because there was like a fucking... Anytime, home slice. I found it because of a fucking, like, Line Rider video. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But I saw it and I was intrigued and I clicked on it and I just sat there for like 2 hours listening to an album and just incredible. Alright. I can't believe I'm gonna have to do all that shell work again. It's fine. Everything's fine. Honestly, as somebody who regularly modifies their blaster on the field, the idea of just leaving this top section open is hilarious to me, because that's exactly the type of bullshit that I would do. I would just poke around in there. But I'm not going to. I wonder if you could, like, you could design, like, a flip open top or something, so you could, like, open up your receiver, still have it function. That would be cool. It's cool to see inside of this thing, like, while it's closed. I should do clear top plates. That'd be cool. Maybe. Maybe one day. Alright. Anyway. Okay, so the next bit I want to do is actually... It's not even directly related to a Rayven. So what I want to do is I'm going to go into my Rapid Strike folder. This is something I did sort of a janky way. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is the real shit here. So, I designed a flat top for the Rapid Strike. I think I posted a little bit about it, maybe a little bit. Maybe. Either way, I'll see about bringing it to End War. It's a whole deal. So I designed this Picatinny rail, which fits like actual Picatinny stuff, but it's such a pain in the ass to design. Like, it's just fucking annoying. So what I want to do is I want to make a parametric piece of Picatinny. Parametric piece of Picatinny. Nope, can't do it. Parametric piece of Picatinny. Parametric piece of Picatinny. That's hard. Okay, where is that it? Elite Hyperfire versus Modulus Regulator. When you're modding it, it's a form factor issue as opposed to anything else. Yeah. I think I did it this way. Holy shit. I really hate those irons. Oh, okay, this looks like a pattern. So we go back here, no rail. Start of rail. evening, Alice. How are you? I'm not too bad. I wonder if I can use the modulus operator in... That's not going to make sense to anyone unless you write code. There is an operator that's usually represented by a percent sign. And so what that does is if you take your number and then modulo another number, it will divide the two numbers and give you the remainder. So if you have 10 and then you say 10 modulus 3 modulo. I've heard both. Yeah, I've heard both modulo and modulus. I'm not sure if one is more accurate than the other, but I have heard both. So if you take 10 modulo 3, that gives you that gives you 9 with a remainder of 1, so it will output 1. So I have no idea if it'll let me use that in Fusion. Okay, so that's how I did that. I'm gonna assume this is a 45 degree. Fuck. $135, so yeah, that's 45. If it does, that will make making this Picatinny really easy. Now I'm overthinking this. There's an easy way to do this. I think there's an easy way to do this. So the gap is 5.25 and the space is 4.75. Alright, so let's do new design. And then let's look at it from the right. Shit, how tall is this? How tall is each segment? Man, you know what's gonna piss some people off? I watched Blade Runner and the sequel yesterday. Actually a couple days ago. And I gotta say, I liked the second one better. Like, by a lot. I'm not saying the first one was bad. It was definitely memorable. But I found myself thinking more about the second one. A longboard instead of a skateboard. I have a skateboard, actually. if you check out my actual YouTube channel, you can see I built a skateboard the other day. I hate it, though, because it doesn't fucking turn. I can turn a tighter radius on my longboard than I can on a skateboard. And on my longboard, so on a skateboard, what you can do is you can put your foot on the back and sort of wrench it around corners. But the problem is you can only do that when you're going slow. If you do that when you're going fast, your wheels hit the ground, like, straight away. And suddenly, your momentum has gone from straight vertical, or like straight parallel, to slightly sideways, and it just chucks you off. So you have to do that when you're going slow, whereas on a longboard, you can just... and it's because the angle of the trucks. Blade Runner wasn't that good of a film adaptation. I actually thought I thought the book was one of those, like, sort of secondary things. Like, wasn't 2001: A Space Odyssey, like, didn't the movie come out before the book did? I know they used to do that a lot. Okay, so this is 2 millimeters, and that is 2.75 millimeters. Nope, that's wrong. Source material is philosophically as it is. The runtime film adaptation just didn't capture the themes as well as depicted in the book. All right, I trust that. I can't read, so you know. We want this to be 4.75. Yeah, unfortunately I'm sort of stuck with the movie adaptations of things, which sucks, because one of my favorite things, like, I love the Hitchhiker series. I can't tell you how many times I read through Hitchhikers when I was younger. Oh. Hello. Hey Justin, skateboards takes more skill than longboards. That's not true. That's not even remotely true. They are both an infinite well that you can put as much time and effort into as you would like. 10.25. That looks right to me. Yeah, like, if you think skateboarding is more difficult, then yeah, go check out downhill stuff. Especially like downhill slide. What are you talking about, Justin? That's 3 millimeters, right? Nope, I fucked that up. I gotta start all over again. I really fucked that up. So we're gonna go 10 millimeters this way, and down, and then 2.75 out, and then down, and then 3, I think. Then 4.75 and down. And I'm just going to double check those measurements. So that's 4.75. Distance between here and here is 3. That line is 2.75 and that line is 2 millimeters. Yeah, okay, that's looking good to me. I know this is only a little bit off, but it looks really wrong to me. .75, and then down to here and back across, and like so. Okay, so let's go. Oh, hold on. How long is that line? 21 millimeters, dead on. So we go. Two sides, and then the distance is 10.5. Oh, actually, we want that symmetric. And then .5 on the bottom, so that's 7.75 at a guess. .5. That was right? Yes. And then .75, right? That will give us the right. Yeah. And there we have a piece of Picatinny. And we want plastic, opaque, matte black. Dude. Dude, what the hell? Alright. So... each, unit of Picatinny, is 10 millimeters, right? So here's the fun bit. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, I'm gonna go in and change something. Howdy! Alright, so we're gonna change how this was done. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, hey, Eleanor. I just entirely missed. You guys showed up right as I got done the moderating. Alright. So let's go in here and symmetric. I'll do. Actually, I want to do this a little more precisely. Interestingly, I actually have been absolutely obsessed with Dune lately. Just so good shit. That didn't make sense. Whatever. Fine. I don't care. Whatever. So let's create a new parameter. So let's add a unit. I don't know how it's going to deal with this. Picatinny units, and I actually want no units here. And then by default, it's going to be 1. Enter comment is final length will be units times 10 millimeters plus 5 millimeters. And I do have it as... Why do I have to stretch it out this far to get this? So now what we want to do is extrude this, and this extrude No, I said Dune. D-U-N-E, not Doom. But, we want to extrude this 10. No, we don't. Yeah, okay, so 10 times, Picatinny units. Actually, we want to do Picatinny units -1. And we're going to have to change this expression to 2. So 10 times bracket Picatinny units -1. Close bracket. So minimum expression. So minimum size is going to be 25 millimeters of Picatinny, which is fine. Yeah. So then we want to pattern a linear pattern, or rectangular, and we want to pattern a feature that is that one. Distance 10.5. I think all my moderators are here. This is when Picatinny, not mlock or keymod. Eh. Yeah. Nope, shit. Okay, I fucked up. I was, like, really confused for a minute there. So we want a rectangular pattern. The object we want to do is that one. The direction is that. And we want to go every 10. And we want this to be spacing as well. And the quantity we want to be actually, I think just Picatinny units. Distance 10 millimeters. I actually think that's right. Hesitantly. .7 or 4.75, and this should be 5.25, and this should be 4.75. Yep, okay, so that is working at the moment. So now we want to say, we're actually gonna minimum 2 units. So we just add that little description. If I say I want 4 units, that'll give me 45 millimeters of Picatinny, and fuck. So we don't want a quantity here. We want a Picatinny units. And we want this to be spacing. Okay. So then if I do 3. Alright, so that gives me 35 millimeters of Picatinny. But then if I go up, if I go to 5. Woo! Okay, so let's go back down to 2, because that's our minimum. And then how many do we want? We got That'll give us 125 millimeters of Picatinny. And then back down to 2. And there we go. Now, I do want to try and break it. See what happens if I go down to 1. Yeah, so not good things. But yeah, this is a parametric piece of Picatinny. God. Parametric piece of Picatinny, parametric piece of Picatinny, parametric piece of Picatinny. Oh, got it. Nailed it. Okay. So the location, we're going to throw this in the bits folder. Misc parts. Cool. Paratini. Well played. So, now if we go into our bits folder, misc parts. Damn, I got some nice bits in here. Hello? No? Oh, okay, right. I have to save this. Not in misc parts. We want to save this in Rayven mods. And this is flat top. Gaven, each letter engraved in the troughs. I understood both of those references. Alright, so we want to place this. So, if I recall correctly, I did that facing the right. So, I'm going to want to rotate this 180 degrees. Which is going to seem weird, but trust me, I'm either right or wrong on this. Alright. Alright. That looks good. Okay, I'm starting to have my doubts on whether I did this correctly, but whatever. So that should have imported this parameter as well. So if we make that 12, that'll give us 125 millimeters. Ooh! Nailed it! Okay, I'm pretty proud of that. So... Okay, that was awesome. Yeah. I'm probably more proud of that than I should be. Okay, I just realized I fucked something up. It's not world ending. Will be a little bit annoying though. Really? That one? Like, half a dozen good ones. And you went with that one. Thank you, Wick. Also, hello, Wick. I don't know if I said hi to you. I don't know if you just showed up. I have been a little frazzled. Scatterbrained. Which is also a fantastic song that makes me sob like a baby. Okay, actually, what I'm gonna do... Okay, so 124. So this is 150 long. So if I ended it there, that'd look okay. That's hanging over the edge. It looks weird, but it'll actually look, I think, less weird when I embiggen it. Thank you for the $1. There's no message to go along with that, so I cannot read it. Thank you for the other $1. Whole double duty is a Wiimote. Oh, that one was horrible. Alright. Okay, so I'm actually gonna drop this down another unit. And then, so what I forgot to do is there's an angle at the back here that I just entirely forgot about. Yeah, I'm a big dummy. Remote blaster is perfect to get for an upgraded scout. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Shows what I know. Okay, let's, I think, scoot this forward, I think. I'm not sure. And this is when Edskar mocks me, because what I'm about to do is model the top of a Rayven. Wrong blaster. I really need one of those digital angle gauges because the amount of time that I spend trying to figure out angles poorly, it's unreasonable. I went to go buy one day and I just couldn't find them anywhere. I think I checked like 4 different stores and they were all out of stock. It's just like the universe doesn't want me to have one. Jesus. That's horrific. Gunshot not illegal. Panda makes a fair point. Okay, what the fuck am I... Like, there's nothing to get the angle off of. Like... Fuck! Fuck it, I'm eyeballing it. Wait. I think I have the inside of the shell modeled over here, so I can yank it. And that angle is wrong. A little too dramatic. But we'll see about it as a start. That angle is 100 degrees. Okay. So it's probably 10 degrees. Ish. Maybe 8. At a guess. That sweet ABS high. Do I want to know? Oh. Hello? Oh, okay. I'll be up in just a second. Phone call. Somebody ordered food to my place. And yes, I am listening to home. The food gods have smiled upon me this day. It's my favorite pizza place. I'm actually reading the... Oh, fair enough. Hey, Chris, do you want to shoot me a PM about... I missed it. Oh, I am so pleased right now. I am so pleased. Really good. Okay, so this tried to fuck up. So let's go 8 degrees. So yeah, actually 82 is correct. And then, fuck. I don't understand that reference. Someone please explain, possibly in PMs, if it's deeply inappropriate. That's not an invitation for everyone to PM me, just for the record. It's an invitation for any of my moderators to PM me. Which I'm going to regret, given that I know that Kat has my... Okay, so it goes up to like here-ish. Whatever. I'm just gonna trim that there and there. Hello. Why did you do that? It didn't. It's just being an asshole. What the fuck is that about? Oh, it's that line. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that pizza's good. I love you guys. Holy shit. Goddamn delicious. And how far back does this go? 42.5. Alright. This is like 12 millimeters-ish. Yeah. Okay, so that's 12 by 20. Over 20 down. Nope. Fuck. All right. Fuck, this is good pizza. All right. $24.5, and that is, in fact, set to new body. Wait, no, fuck. All right, so that's roughly the shape we're talking about here. $1.5. And then, honestly, the front is really... So we're gonna go to object, and then like that. Nope, that's not right. To object. And then the object in question is that. And then I guess we want to do body, or maybe we want to hack it. Was that cheating? Definitely. Do I care? Definitely not. The hell? That's not a bad deal. All right. Let's go from object. And we want a new body. And then we want it to be .52 millimeters long. And then have a good old chamfer. And that's going to go all the way to the bottom, yes. Probably all we need, however, when do I ever settle for that? Yeah, this has got to be the best pizza in town. $21, $25, $21. So we go 21 back, and this is $22 wide-ish. 21 back, 22 wide, and then we'll figure out the next bit in a second. So that's 11 out and 21. And then the next bit is 6.5 back and 7 wide. So that is 3.5 wide and 6.5 back. Take that back here. Connect those up. And then we want to shell on these sides. That's 1.5. And go from here and make it parallel to this. Alright, so that's a rough approximation of the top of a Rayven. And then we go forward, and then we also want to take that and that. So now we zoom ahead to after we have our rail in place. I think we're done with our sketches for now. And then we want to go to object, like so. And we can only pick one, but it looks like it's going to work anyway. So it's fine. I'm gonna get some more milk because that pizza is delicious, but also pepperoni has salt in it. Alright. I return. Sorry, I had to open a new thing of milk. Alright. So let's, and that looks like it did work. So that's handy. Let's go out to 14. See what that looks like. No, I think I was right with 13. So that's a 130 millimeter length of Picatinny, and then no, that's not right. Okay, let's go back 2 steps, and then we're gonna take this and we're gonna move it just a bit. No, what the fuck? Capture position. And then we're gonna move it. Yeah, that looks better. And then we will crap. I'm gonna open up the Rayven or Rapid Strike bit again just to double check. Flush with the top back so it's perfectly flat. I don't like that. I think that would hurt the lines of it, and it would also make it more difficult. Like, either I would have a really tall piece of Picatinny, which I wouldn't like, or I would have to raise the entire top section here, which I also wouldn't like. I just want to look at how I did the front of the Picatinny on the other one, because I thought it turned out decently. Yeah, okay. So I went down to the bottom. So I want 2 distances, and then this distance is going to go down to 575. So, no. And then I kind of want to match the front angle here, at least relatively speaking. Or did you mean, I mean, it's the same answer, but because I also have to build a section for the top back here. But that would be more plausible, I guess. Guess what? It's time for more pizza. Some really fucking good pizza. Exceptionally cursed content, Eleanor. More like Helenor. It just sounded like I said, that just sounded like I said Helen, didn't it? I've ruined it. Okay, if that lines up perfectly... This little bit, I don't know what instrument it is, but it always sounds like, what's it called? In the Toy Story video game I played on stream a while back. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It was dumb. It just, there's a bit in the soundtrack that sounds exactly like, alleys and gullies. Can we go down to 5 here? We can go 5 point... Fuck it, let's go 6 and just make it up as we go. And then let's throw in our 2.8 millimeter. Actually, I think I want to throw in a 3 as well. Excuse me, and then a 5. What's the depth here? It worked out really well. 1.5 millimeters deep. Alright, so there's a 5 millimeter circle, and then we want to punch this down minus 1.5. Actually, let's also throw these same bits back here. .25, and then we want a circle at the midpoint that is 6. This might be cutting it close. And then 5, and then 3, and 2.8. Actually, I'm going to delete that line just to make selections easier. Ah, I had a sneeze and it passed. Keeps happening. Like it's been happening an alarming amount lately. Select these two, and then down to here. Objects to cut, we should only have 1. Correct. I'm gonna come in and do oh, looks like I'm gonna have to come back in. And then, hey, what? Oh, right. I was really confused for a minute there. And that should only be cutting 2. Yep. Correct. Oh ho! Actually, this should work. And then here and here. Here, and here. Spells there. And then we want to get rid of that. From object here. And then we want to go down like that far. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter. It worked here, so that's 5, so I can get away with going smaller. Fuck! Keep fat fingersing this button, it's annoying. Let's go 6. Because why the fuck not? It will push the shell apart like that. Making a screw hole, I suggest 2. 1 on each side, each half of the shell. Push the shell apart like that. Try to... you might want to check out what I'm doing. Fuck. I did fuck that up, but... Yeah, you should check out what I'm doing, because, I know that this works because I have a version printed and assembled over there. On a different blaster, granted, but, so we want to go from object here, and then we want to go down 6. Screw ports on just 1/2. Yep. Because it's getting screwed together, it only needs to get screwed to one side. Yeah, I've got it on a... Hold on. Spoilers for upcoming video and whatever, but blah blah. That's how it works on this thing. I need to fix that. Yep. But yeah, it's a little loose in the center, but that's mostly because I couldn't put a screw port there. Had to avoid the flywheel cage. But yeah, it worked fine. Pizza time. Thanks, El. I know you always have him back. What the fuck? What was that? How did that even happen? Actually, I definitely didn't have to put those little lines in, but whatever. It's fine. Let's double check the distance between here and here. It's a little thin, but it should be fine. So, alright. Alright. So, there's a little clearance between here, so that the two don't interfere in any way. It'll also help them lock into position. It bolts into the shell half, that, like, it screws in so that when you open it up, it stays in place. And that's why I didn't go with 2 screws. It's because in order to take it apart, you would then have to take out 2 of the top screws in order to do that, and that's a pain in the ass, and I would forget about it and wrench on it and maybe break something. But I'm actually pretty pleased with that. I think that's looking good. Now, let's see what the top of this section looks like. I'm gonna put my fucking calipers. Okay, so this is 25.5 wide and 43 long. I may have fucked this up. Oh, I did. It's just the height's wrong. It goes a little taller than this. I think what I'm going to do, because I have to design a panel for the top of here. It won't be terribly difficult. There's no point. It already indexes really well. I mean, the screws going through works. And it's sort of... You then have to get the tolerance between the inner post and the outer post right. And on top of that, I was actually planning on printing it in this orientation. So that would mean anything sticking up over the top would mean that this entire area had support material, which would be gnarly. It's essentially going to be the bottom of this attaching to the bottom of this print. So I don't have any room to go up. And I have thought about doing like separate like V pieces so it would locate in the top and the bottom, but that's just so much more complex, and really it's trying to solve a problem that isn't really there. I'm going to finish this slice of pizza and then go for what I assume are cookies that came with this. You spend a lot of time designing. You think you will ever do your own fully printable blaster? Yeah. Here's the first one I did. I actually have a bunch of pieces of it printed out and sitting on my desk. However, I don't want to touch it because I now have greasy pizza fingers, so... I think the O-Snap was somebody else. This is a... it's a rainbow pistol, but it's a big fucking rainbow pistol. So it's called the Rainbow Cannon. I originally designed it for Jangular, but now I have another version for me. And then I also have... Come on. Where is it? I saw it earlier. There we go. I also have this. Which, for the record, is actually almost nearly done. Almost nearly, I recognize as... Whatever. It's nearly done. It's not based off of anything from Warframe. However, I did develop a lot of my style working from the lead art designer on Warframe. Art director, rather, Minky. And we're pals now, so that's pretty cool. Looks like a falcon fire. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's nearly done. So I need to put in support for the trigger. And then I also need to put in screw ports so you can open and close it properly. Like an Alpha Hawk. What? I mean, maybe it has a vague shape that's remotely similar to an Alpha Hawk. Yeah, the Alpha Hawk does have a thumb hole, but that's pretty much where the similarities end, my guy. Yeah, so probably gonna have to throw a screw port there and there and there. Probably one maybe here-ish. And then some down here, probably. And there and one there. And right there would be good. Yeah, just spitballing though. Damn, I like that pole design. I forgot I did that. Almost definitely won't work, but damn if it's not pretty. Yeah, I'm excited to finish this. I would kind of like to, if I have the time, finish the design before End War, like in the next day or two, maybe. And then see if I can print it off. And it won't be functional, but I could have a shell there for people to pick up and mess around with. Looks like it's gonna have a hell of a pop. You are correct. I actually already have the two built for it, and it's over there, but I'm lazy. And then various other projects that are in various other stages of work that I am not doing on livestream. The fuck is this? I thought it was like 2 cookies stacked on top of each other. I might bet that there's like a gooey center there. Mm-hmm. You bet your ass it's full of Nutella. Hello. Please. Wow, it's just really not loading in, is it? Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. I don't know what the fuck was up with that, but... No. This shit looks impressive. Yeah, maybe one day. No comment. Of course it's my moderators that make these fucking comments. I think that probably speaks more about me than it does about them, but whatever. That's weird. At a certain angle and distance, you can actually see through it. It's real weird. But yeah, this is, if you want a Springer, oof, that's, real sexy. It's so damn small compared to the other, Okay, so that's the left half. Alright, left half. These are just body pieces. And this is right half. Pick it to me. Alright, now let's Rayven body work. New folder. Jesus. Alright. Rayven bodywork, and we want to paste. Alright. And then new folder, Rayven Top. First aid and a gun. Yep, that makes sense. That checks out. Right down the fucking download section. Rayven bodywork, Rayven flat top, left half. Let's see if it's STL. right half. Take it to me. Alright, well, I would actually say that that's this project done. I will figure out this another day, probably once I've printed off this and stuck it on. Yeah, so that's a flat top for a Rayven. That's, I expected this to be a lot more printing than it ended up being. It is 10:20. I think I'm going to call it a night. But I'll stick around for another minute or two if y'all have a question. I'm probably going to print that right off. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run and grab the that part off the printer. It's been more than long enough. And I'll come back and play with that, and then we'll call it after that. Let's clean up the support material. Oh, that's pornographic. That just came right out. Yes. Come on. To quote Daft Punk featuring The Weeknd, I can feel it coming. Nope. Almost. sheet out of here. Fuck. Fuck. Almost. Yeah, this is being more of a pain in the ass, but it's leaving a good surface finish. So that's the important part. And this is the small one too, so I can't get away with leaving a little bit. All right. Oh, that should be illegal. That turned out so good. There's a little bit of separation at the very bottom, but I think that might be fixable. So let's drop in some screws. Eleanor! Why is it my moderators that say the worst things? Actually, let's drop in the, let's drop in the pusher and just see how that works. Because I had some concerns about how the pusher was sitting. Ah, okay, well, it would help to take off the lump at the top from when I accidentally burned it with my soldering iron at DartCon. Yeah. That was not a mistake. I am correct. That was, in fact, at DartCon. Fuck. Okay, so there's your first problem. This is why we make prototypes, kids. So, for those of you that were not aware, or that are not aware, so all of you, because I haven't told you yet, there's literally no way you could know otherwise. I think I underestimated... I'm going to swap to just the camera. I underestimated the size of the bulge at the back of the pusher here. So I need to push all of these screw ports maybe... two millimeters forward. This one might be salvageable if I just hack at it with a Dremel. There should be enough support back here that it shouldn't cause too many issues. It just means my pusher will be a little further forward or further back compared to future prototypes, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. If anybody ever had any doubt that Kat is a badass, read those last few comments. Alright. Come on. Whatever. Pulling out another screw. I have a million. God, I love how overexposed the plastic in this video is. It's hilarious. It's like glowing, godly white. Alright, there we go. So this is the long one and the short one. That looks way better on just the simple Rayven. The shorter stock just looks great. Hate that noise. Yeah, I'm way happier with the like 10mm shorter stock. Now, let me see if I can line it up and shoulder it. Yeah, my cheek still sits on the cheek rest. I'm kind of contorted because otherwise it's going to fall off, but... yeah, this is rad. I really like this. So I have to bump the screw ports forward a little bit. That shouldn't be an issue. Like, honestly, this is sick. Yeah, it's super uncomfortable without the butt plate, but that's really to be expected. I like that the cheek rest there is going to be pretty much in line with the top line of the blaster. Fuck, this is awesome. It's almost like this is something that I've been wanting to make for almost for a year and a half now, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And then finally built exactly to the specifications I wanted. Rad. Okay, well, I'm appreciating the commentary about EDC. However, I think I am going to go. Oh, also, for anybody that was wondering previously, the sling point here that I was a little concerned about is unbelievably rock solid. Like, you could absolutely use this as a functional sling point. It's super practical. Yeah. Kinda wish I'd put another screw port here. Might have even been able to get away with it. Alright. I'll chat to y'all later. My hair dried. Looks all nice and stuff. A little frizzy on this side. Whatever. It's mostly just the shirt, I think.